You're here. Namaste.
The circle is complete. You were always right, Aaron. You knew I would come back and you knew I would find you here.
Are you saying you were wrong? There's no need to apologize. We don't have...
I know not what you've been through. We all have our own Yama, Yogi.
You seem different. Did you find what you were seeking?
I found much more than that. Now, I only seek what is before me.
It's like you found peace or something.
Shanti. Shanti. Shanti.
I was gonna do some poses. You still do the old asana forms?
I will try to stay apace.
Remember we used to do this before work every day?
I do. Of course I do.
Good times. We had it made, dude. Doing what we loved and teaching others to love it.
All is passing.
Don't start, man. We were on top of the world. I was focusing on the business end, and you got to do all that tantric sauna sessions and learn new styles.
It was a time of learning Asmitha and Abalanga for me. It was then that I had my first Ashana Asamarja.
Look, I still don't think you're saying any of those words right. But I remember your breathing visions. You were catatonic for 5 days.
I saw the Great Mother and the Goddess of Truth.
You were pretty ecstatic about your revelations and breakthroughs. But you were also a diva. You know, the studio was never hot enough, never enough space, classes were too short.
I had a restless prana then. I kept seeing my Sanyama in the next illumination that I've been working towards.
I'm a pretty chill person. I'm the most laid-back, open-minded yogi in the biz. But you kept finding faults in everything. Nothing was suited for your need for more enlightenment. Always more. You know, when you see so much, at some point, don't you go blind?
I kept finding that there were always higher planes that could be transcended in turn. New teachings, new methods to discover.
Look, I'm glad you're back, Tamra. I really am. But I'm just trying to understand. I don't know if you understand.
We must be free of the Amamata and the Asmita before we can be considered free.
I put up with a lot from you. The late night tantric meditation sessions, the weird cleansing routines, all the complaints we had about inappropriate poses and touching. I mean, how hard is it to remember to put on pants before classes?
Not everyone complained.
Yeah, not your groupies. It's kind of turning into a cult or something. I had to draw a line. We could have gotten sued or worse.
I understand that I caused you pain. Pain is the body touching of mind to where we cannot be one.
You pained a lot of people. You used your prestige and your power, and I covered for you. And you thanked me by just up and leaving for Varanasi without a word.
All of these were necessary steps in my path, which brought me here. I left because I felt we were becoming an enlightenment factory. Not everyone is capable of completing the cycle.
Sure, but you never tell them that while they're in a class they paid for.
I had reached my point in Sayama that I had to remove myself from all attachments to learn the forbidden forms and mantras.
I don't see why you couldn't have taught and learned all that Rashradra crap at the studio.
Agora Yoga can only be taught in person by the living Ugini Guru. The yoga I knew was out of balance. We focus on sattva and raga, but neglect the tamas.
Right, the chaos and darkness poses. Death yoga. Really marketable.
There was no place for it here. And that's why I had to leave to learn it.
So, you did? You've been in Varanasi this whole time? They taught you how to unbind yourself and die?
It took a while to find the yogini and to be able to meet her. I learned in silence for months, and I learned all sorts of inexpressible things.
Did she ever say anything to you?
Yes, eventually. And once she started, she said a lot.
You learned the secret then? You got your sannyana? You done with all the knee-jerk higher plane seeking?
Oh yes, Aaron. The sutras and poses she taught to me revealed a lot of realities to me. All my delusions fallen away, and I am now at one with myself and the world.
Well, I'm glad. You finding what you were looking for kind of makes it worth it, I guess. Maybe for you, at least. It was a fun run while it lasted, and it wasn't all for naught.
Aaron, I have returned to teach those that want to learn. The Igori techniques that I have learned freed me from delusions and showed me my path. I came to bestow unto you the wisdom she shared with me and pass it on to you, my oldest friend.
Wow. Well, that's really kind. I guess you have changed, but didn't it take you some years to get to the level that you're at now?
I am now at a level of mastery that I can open a third eye and share it with my student in just a few asanas.
I'm game. If you think I'm limber enough for Rudra.
I think you will be all right. Let's do this. I'm gonna give you this, and we're gonna sit down, and we're gonna do some breathing exercises.
What is this thing?
It's a sabadrishti. The yogini gave it to me. Just hold it with both hands, sit down, and relax.
Is there a next step in this process, Damra?
Yes, Aaron. Now listen. I am not Damra.
No?
I am an ancient, disembodied entity who retires bodies to sense, perceive, and experience. In exchange for allowing me to embody their being and live their lives for a time, I leave them with my memories, serenity, and wisdom.
Remember how long it took to get everyone to start calling you Damra? Now, you're what, an entity?
Aaron, you are the most accepting, open-minded yogi on the planet. And my time with Damra is done, which means it is time for me to move on and start another chapter.
But you want me to be you. But who will be Damra?
Damra is here now, as if it were a dream. He will awake to me in you as you meditate my mantra.
All right, let me try not to think too much and relax.
Now call me by my name, Isvara. Relax, breathe, and accept that we are already one. Chant it slowly.
Isvara. 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 Isvara.
Aaron? What are you doing?
It's my feeding time now, Damra.
What are you talking about? Aaron? Aaron? Stop!
You still know corpse pose?
Get away from me! Why are you looking at me like that? Get away from me! Ah!